He thought he had lost her forever, until fate brought them back together. The evening train rolled through the open fields, painting the windows gold with the last light of day. Noah rested his head against the glass, watching the countryside he hadn't seen in 7 long years. The same winding roads, the same tall birch trees, only quieter now. He'd left Meadowville after college, chasing a city life that promised more. He found success, an apartment full of things, and a loneliness that echoed louder each year. When the letter from his mother came, "The farm needs you for a while," he didn't think twice. The moment he stepped off the train, the smell of damp soil and lilacs hit him. He felt 12 again. Home. Noah walked toward the small town square. The old cafe was still there, the one with the faded blue sign and the bell that jingled whenever someone walked in. He paused outside. Through the window, he saw her. Emma! She sat by the window, a book in her hand, her hair tied loosely like she used to when they were young. She was laughing with the waitress about something, the same laugh he'd carried in his heart through every lonely night. His chest tightened. He almost turned away. 7 years. No messages, no calls. They had ended on silence, not anger. Life had simply drifted them apart. The cafe bell rang as he pushed open the door. Emma looked up. Her smile faded for a second, then returned, slower, softer. "Noah?" He nodded, unable to find words. "You came back," she said quietly. "Yeah," he whispered, "just for a while." They stared at each other, 2 people with 1,000 unsaid things between them. The smell of coffee, the ticking of the old clock, the hum of rain beginning outside. It all felt like memory. Emma closed her book. "You still take your coffee black?" He smiled. "You still remember." "Some things," she said, her eyes meeting his, "don't fade." They talked for an hour. Small talk. Town gossip, her job at the library, his city work. But beneath the calm words was a quiet tremor neither could name. When he left, the rain had stopped. She stood at the door, watching him go, arms folded, smile uncertain. That night, Noah sat on his porch listening to crickets. He thought of her voice, her laugh. He realized how much of his heart still lived in this town. In the distance, lightning flickered over the fields, soft, distant, like an old song finding its way back. The next morning, the countryside glowed under a soft sun, mist lingering over the hills. Noah walked past the golden fields toward the little library where Emma worked. He told himself it was just to say hello, but a part of him was hoping she would notice. She did. "Back again so soon?" she teased, her eyes sparkling. "I wanted to see the town," he said, shrugging. "And maybe you." Emma smiled, and that small warmth made the past 7 years seem like they had never existed. Over the next few weeks, Noah settled into the rhythm of Meadowville. He helped his mother on the farm, walked the same trails he once ran as a boy, and most importantly, spent time with Emma. They went for long walks along the river. They talked about their dreams, their regrets, and the ways life had pulled them apart. Emma told him how she'd missed him, though she had never admitted it aloud. Noah confessed that city life had been empty without her laughter filling his days. It wasn't dramatic. There were no shouting matches, no grand apologies. It was quiet, the kind of gentle closeness that builds slowly. A touch on a shoulder, a shared laugh, lingering glances. One evening they sat on the old wooden bridge overlooking the river. The sky was painted in hues of orange and lavender. Emma leaned against him. "Do you ever wonder," she said softly, "what would have happened if you never left?" Noah took her hand. "I used to. But maybe I had to leave, to know that coming back is the only thing that makes sense." Emma looked at him, eyes glistening. And now? Now, he said, I don't want to leave again. It was a slow, delicate dance of hearts finding their rhythm. Every memory they shared, every laugh, every silence together was stitching a new bond stronger than before. Noah realized that the pain of the past didn't matter anymore. The present was all that mattered, and Emma was in it. The town noticed their quiet reunion. Neighbors smiled knowingly as they walked together, hands brushing, fingers entwining without a word. The air seemed warmer, the skies brighter, as if nature itself approved of their second chance. One night, as stars blanketed the sky, Noah and Emma sat by the field where they had once chased fireflies as children. Noah turned to her, voice low. I've spent years running after everything else, but I've realized I was always running back to you. Emma's eyes sparkled with tears she didn't try to hide. I've waited, Noah, even when I thought you'd never come back. In that moment, the past, the pain, and the distance melted. Only the now remained. Two hearts, finding their way back to each other. Days turned into weeks, and Noah and Emma's connection grew stronger. They shared simple joys, morning coffee in the sunlit kitchen, barefoot walks through dew-covered fields, and evenings under the stars where words weren't always needed. Every laugh, every touch, every glance reinforced a truth they had both tried to ignore for too long. They were meant to be together. One rainy afternoon, Emma invited Noah to the Old Town Fair. The place smelled of caramel popcorn and wet grass, the sound of children's laughter filling the air. They walked side by side, slipping through the crowd like no time had passed at all. Stopping at a small Ferris wheel, Emma looked up. Do you remember the first time we rode this? She asked. Noah smiled, the memory vivid. You screamed so loudly I thought we'd fall right off. Emma laughed, leaning into him. And you held my hand the entire time, refusing to let go. He took a deep breath, feeling the weight of every moment they had lost, and the beauty of the moments now regained. Emma, he said, voice steady but full of emotion. I don't want another day without you. I don't want to wonder what if. I want us, here, now, and forever. Tears welled up in Emma's eyes, but she smiled through them. Noah, I've never stopped waiting for you. I've never stopped loving you. Without another word, they held each other, the world around them fading into a blur of rain, laughter, and warmth. Over the next months, Noah and Emma rebuilt not just their relationship, but a life together. He helped modernize the farm while still honoring its old charm, and Emma continued her work at the library, always coming home to the love she thought she'd lost. The village watched, smiling at their story, a second chance, rekindled and stronger than ever. One golden evening, as the sun dipped behind the hills, Noah got down on one knee in the very field where they had once chased fireflies as children. Emma, will you marry me? Will you let me spend the rest of my life making up for every lost moment? Emma's laughter and tears mingled together as she whispered, Yes, 1,000 times yes. The countryside seemed to glow brighter that night, stars sparkling above as if celebrating the reunion of two hearts that had never truly been apart. Noah and Emma's second chance had blossomed into a lifelong promise, a love that was patient, true, and finally, forever.